Alright guys, welcome back to Digibros.
Help.
Fuck, I don't know. This is
Help.
a game.
Help.
We're playing
Help.
Mario.
Help, I'm trapped.
We're in the lunch
Get me
lane
out of here.
with the lunch
Help.
ladies.
Get me out of here.
I haven't been checking the audio very well. I hope the audio's fine.
I guess
I'm
we
sure
go
it's
and
okay.
learn eventually.
I can't fuck up that bad.
Famous last words?
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Dead channel.
True.
Dying channel. Doesn't matter.
Dying channel. Doesn't matter.
The stakes are low.
When the stakes are low.
Anyways, so
So
guys,
you
there's
wanted to
this,
start, which is why I didn't start talking.
there's this new Animal Crossing game.
Animal Crossing Pocket Camp, which we
Pocket
have talked
Camp,
about
yeah.
on the show before. I'm so excited.
Oh yeah, 'cause you're super excited.
So I was
about it.
excited.
So yeah, we're playing.
And
this
you were
game.
shitting on it.
No, I wasn't. I just said I literally hadn't even heard of it.
You were like, is it gonna be some, and you're gonna have to put money into it, and we're gonna have fun, and Victor.
You're so mean to me. Anyways.
And then
Fuck.
you died.
Gang. Alright. So, playing this game. It's actually, I would say it's more fun than normal Animal Crossing. I think it might be a better Animal Crossing game than the main Animal Crossing games, because there's more to do. And, like, you can kind of, feel like you're accomplishing something. But then I hit a point where, like, I think I've kind of realized my disinterest with Animal Crossing, and it's because it's a capitalist game, you know? Like it's a
Just
game
like
about
America.
buying material things.
Yes.
Like that is the ultimate goal. All there is to do in the game, the only manner of progression is buying material things to have in your space.
Well, go ahead. I don't think that's 100% true in Pocket Camp, but
Okay.
go ahead.
Maybe it's not true in Pocket Camp. Well, because in Pocket Camp they change it up so that you can collect animals.
Yeah.
So like that gives
So
you
at
an
this
actual
point,
goal. That's
you're
why
investing
I
in
think
relationships with the animals.
I think it's a better game than normal Animal Crossing because there is more to do. And that's why I'm enjoying it, because, yeah, you have a task. You have a task to complete, even though it seems to be getting a little repetitive.
I mean, it's a similar task,
But, yeah.
you know.
You know, in the normal Animal Crossing games, the only task you have is to, you know, you're collecting things to put in your house, and then you're supposed to have, like, different themes so you can get, like, a higher house rating or whatever.
Yeah,
like,
and
that's
I
the
never
actual
cared about
goal.
that.
Yeah. So it's mostly just about getting cool things to put in your house. And, like, Animal Crossing is kind of roped in with casual games like Harvest Moon and, like, farming games as, like, these casual games that you're supposed to, like, you know, play at leisure and sort of not take super seriously or whatever. But I think what sets those games apart from Animal Crossing... Oh, whoa, I can go to the Mushroom Kingdom from here. What? I didn't know that you could get a little tease of it.
Oh shit, boy!
That's pretty cool. So you unlock this at the end of the game. I didn't know you could go here early. Anyways, yeah. So what I think is missing from Animal Crossing is investment. Because in Animal Crossing you can only buy consumer goods and material items. And you can't buy anything that's going to make you more money.
Does Tom Nook need to open up, like, a stock
Yeah.
market?
Because like you can do loans and stuff, and that's fun. That's a fun capitalist, you know, thing in the game, is that you can take out loans and pay off debt. And the game's kind of based around debt from the very beginning. But it doesn't have any investment opportunities. And like games like Harvest Moon and Rune Factory and all the farming games are all about investment. It's all about spending your money on something that's going to make you more money. And in Animal Crossing, you can't spend money in a way that will generate more revenue. You can only, there's a fixed pace to how much money you can make. Your only option is to save it or spend it, you know?
Yeah.
You can't spend it on something to generate more, and therefore you're not ever really making progress. Because you can't make money faster.
Oh, nice.
At least that's why I interpret it. So I was like, maybe my disinterest in Animal Crossing is just because I don't have an interest in material goods. Especially at this point in my life I've come to, my only interest is in buying things that will make me more money. So that I can make more money to buy things that will make me even more money, you know? That's kind of how my life has to go as a filmmaker and
so
as an entrepreneur.
Into Animal Crossing?
Yeah. So, like, I have a lack of interest in material things in a game because it's like, First of all, I haven't found that many things in the game that appeal to me aesthetically, like
Yeah,
furniture-wise.
that's the hard part.
So I'm kind of like, I'm not super interested in that part of it. But then it's also like, well, there will never be a point where I can buy something that's gonna make me more bells to buy a cooler thing. You know, it's all gonna go at kind of a fixed rate, and you're gonna be like basically just saving money for big things you want. That was an interesting thought I had. Is how Animal Crossing represents capitalism in the sense of debt, but it doesn't in the sense of investment.
I mean, that is true.
Yeah.
I guess that's why in this game it's nice, because when I would play Animal Crossing on the 3DS and stuff, I would always get attached to certain villagers and try to like build up a relationship with them. But you couldn't really do that. There was no real mechanic that let you build a stronger relationship with them.
You can only have like a vague
bigger way. Yeah. Whereas in this game, there's distinct levels to your friendship, so you can single out whatever animal you want to be friends with and work really hard to make them your friend.
They did a great job. I think it's a vastly better game than like the other Animal Crossing, because the last few Animal Crossing games have all been the same shit, and like there's not really been anything to them, you know?
Yeah.
Like they just keep putting out the same game over and over again, and with even less like stuff to do.
Yeah.
Because to me, the fun of the original Animal Crossing games was that, or the first game, is that you could always do something for villagers. Like, there was always a task you could do, a mission to deliver something, to get furniture, and, like, to get stuff for free. And you could go to the police station and get free stuff. Like, there was more opportunity to just, like, find things. And in the other games, like, you just couldn't do that as well.
Yeah.
It took even more waiting.
And in this game, there is almost always something to do. It refreshes quite a bit. Like, the villagers are always moving around and always wanting different things. Yeah. So you can almost always do something. Yeah.
The structure of everything being on a timer incentivizes you to come back. You know, it incentivizes
because you know every 2 hours it's going to be different. So I do really like that. I do think they're extremely generous with the bells sometimes.
Well, it's to lure you in at the beginning, you know, because it starts to get more expensive as you go on. Like how you said, now this thing you're doing takes 11 hours to craft the furniture. Because originally it was only like 1 minute.
Yeah, a lot of the little furniture takes like 50 seconds, a minute to craft. Because the main purpose of the game is you get everything not by buying it, but by crafting it, and you need the crafting materials from the villagers. And so accomplishing tasks for them not only builds up your friendship, but it gets you crafting materials. Which I think is a really good idea, and I think it's been really fun. But then when you go to craft something, it takes a certain amount of time to do it, and the bigger the thing is, of course, the longer it takes. However, you can get around this by using the leaf tickets to buy cards that make that item get done instantaneously. However, I don't really like the concept of the leaf tickets and the cards that make things happen instantaneously, because I like that, you know, I worked really hard to get all the materials to make this tent, to get the money to make this tent. I like the waiting for it. I mean, like that it's going to take me 11 hours to get this tent.
Welcome to premium gaming. I know you haven't been in this
it's gonna
gaming
be like,
trend.
Yeah, check it out. I got this all by myself, and I didn't cheat, and I didn't do anything outside of just playing the game.
That's everyone's big problem with loot boxes and all of this whole big thing. You know, that's been the trend in gaming for the past however many years has been. You want to accomplish things over buying things, but they make accomplishing the task impossible, you know? They make it take a ridiculous amount of time eventually. Like, now it's easy, but eventually it's going to get to the point where it takes weeks to accomplish anything. And so, like, that's where the temptation comes in for people, you know?
Yeah, I suppose so. I just, I don't care for it.
Yeah, no one cares for it. Everyone fucking hates it, but it's the profitable business model that companies seem to enjoy.
I suppose so, man. Oh.
It's that fucking, what's it called effect? I don't know what it's called.
Anyways, what's it called effect?
Well, welcome to the world of freemium.
But, overall, I've been having a real good time. I accidentally ended up spending more time than I intended to playing it yesterday. I was supposed to do some schoolwork.
Oh, man. It seems like you've played it for quite a few hours, because you've gotten to, like, what level of fucking billion?
I'm level 9 now, I think. Oh my
I
gosh.
just want that fucking purple thing.
The purple guy. Get him. Ooh, good job.
Got it.
Got him. Got him. Oh, oh, oh! Almost went too ham.
We got I almost forgot we were doing the Let's Play for a second.
Victor was just like, oh, we're just talking about Animal
I was just sitting here
Crossing, just
talking
like
to my
we do.
girlfriend because I love her.
Okay.
That is true. I am a faggot, homosexual.
Yep, that's true. You're
Okay.
pretty massive faggot.
What's another topic? We talk about premium Animal
Um,
Crossing. It's a good game though. It's better than Animal Crossing on
and
the
it's
3DS.
free. If you guys want to visit my village and shit, my Nintendo taggy thing is up on my Instagram.
Mine isn't because I didn't want to put that on my Instagram.
Because that's not professional.
Yes, exactly. But I don't know. We'll figure it out. Hit me up on Twitter if you want the friend thing. Maybe I'll just put it on Twitter because that's where Digibros people seem to follow me now.
That
I
is
don't know who the
true.
fuck's following me on Twitter.
Yeah. Alright.
I don't know. It doesn't really mean anything in the end. You just
It
go to
doesn't,
the other
but it's
person's
just
thing
a
and
nice,
you can't
fun
really
thing to
interact
do.
much.
Plus, you can get like bells and tickets from
Yeah.
having so many friends and stuff. So, you know, capitalism. I love the look of this like weird bubblegum.
It's fucking cool.
Garbage.
I love it. You think it's bubblegum? Is that what it's supposed to be?
I don't know.
You can
I
tell
mean
what the
that or
fuck
it's
it is.
Pepto-Bismol, right?
True.
The way it has the little like pock marks in it reminds me of like hot
Yeah.
rubber.
Woo!
But I don't know. I didn't design the game. Anyway.
Wow. Way to dodge responsibility. I don't know. I didn't design the game. Oh yeah, this place is dope. I love these guys. You really fucking... They do a lot with these dudes, and they're my favorite guys.
These
Look
guys?
at their goofy faces.
Burp.
They're my favorite. You just like bob up and down and swim around. Do 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 do. Normal. No!
Ah! And then you jump into the
Then you
abyss.
go to the Pepto-Bismol sea. I can't unsee it as Pepto-Bismol now.
It's yeah, it's just Pepto-Bismol. Victor,
Yeah?
that reminds me of something else that we've been talking about lately,
Well, what are we talking about?
which is the problem with anime girls.
That their boobs are too big?
Yeah, well that. But you agreed with me when I was lamenting about what happened to the extremely good and cute anime design of anime girls in the 80s, where like every girl in a
Yeah.
show was cute and looked good, and now it's just like, I don't know, man.
Modern
The
anime girls
appeal
just look like shit.
just ain't
unless
there.
it's fucking Kyoto Animation.
Unless it's Kyoto.
That everything is gorgeous, but then everything else is just trying to rip off that style and not doing it.
Yeah,
well
everyone
enough.
else just tries to copy that same aesthetic.
And everyone just has the same fucking face.
Same face. That is very true. I mean, it's still better than 90s anime girls, I will say. Nice.
Yeah.
I like this.
Or early 2000s.
Or early 2000s. Yeah, early 2000s is the worst.
Yeah.
That's the worst anime girl. But there's something to be said for the 80s anime girls, man.
Oh, yeah. Yup.
Ah,
That's just a you know,
Which,
it's a simple opinion that is hard to expound upon, but I agree.
but that also led me into thinking about the frustration I've been feeling with anime
Fuck.
lately. Much like you jumping in this level.
Yeah.
Which is just I think it's inevitable when you have been into a medium for so long
You know,
that eventually you just start getting frustrated with all the mediocrity.
just jaded.
It's fucking hard,
I mean,
man.
Conrad has done so much discussion about this. Where it's
Yeah.
just like, you know, one of the things is that there's just too much anime being
There's
made, and so it
fucking way
all
too
sucks
much.
ass. It's just not good.
I definitely agree that like 90% of this anime,
Fuck.
who is it
Bad.
fucking for?
Yeah.
Nobody, like we memeingly watched a couple of rando animes the other day. We watched Evil or Live, and it's just like,
God.
who is this for?
Fucking
Who
terrible.
wants this? We watched Osama Tezuka game or whatever you were calling
Yes.
it, No, you said Osama bin Laden game.
Yes, Bin Laden game.
Osama bin Laden game. And again, it's like, yeah, why? Why do we need another dumb death game show?
Yeah.
It's
that has
bad.
no effort put into it at all.
It's so bad.
In any way.
And then the frustration just gets compounded because, you know, like last season we had Made in Abyss, which had that little spark, which made me go, oh yeah, anime's special sometimes. And then you get into the next season and you're just like, oh, here I go again,
mediocre.
sludging through a bunch of garbage. Like, Ancient Magus Bride is out this season. I should love Ancient Magus Bride, but the anime to me doesn't hold the same charm as the manga, so I just can't get as invested into it. Because the art style, like, Elias in 3D doesn't work as well for me.
Yeah.
Maybe just because
it's like Berserk, where it's
there's
like
not so
the art
the
in the manga is so perfect that you can't replicate it.
It just isn't there. And so it's really hard for me to get invested, even though I'm sure it's a perfectly fine adaptation. I personally am not that into it. And I mean, there's stuff like the Garo show this season is pretty okay.
It's alright. If it's not good though.
It's not
like
great.
It's not. It's just like I like it to a certain extent, but then it's just like I want to like it more than I actually do.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
And I'm watching it and I'm like, it's fine.
It's fine.
Sometimes it's good, but then it's just like so little really happens in an episode.
Yeah.
It's like what is this building towards? It's just kind of being a Monster of the Week show.
It's just a big piece of meat.
Yep.
It's
You jump up and
amazing.
down. Mario's a steak. With a mustache.
And then this big fucking chicken.
This fat ass bird.
Holy shit.
Wants to cook.
And like, I like Inuyashiki. Inuyashiki's pretty cool, but it's gonna be 12
that one's
episodes,
dope.
so it's not gonna like
yeah.
go anywhere.
Great.
So it's really hard to maintain your enthusiasm, man.
Yeah.
It's a hard life.
It's a hard knock life for anime.
It's a tough anime life, man.
I feel like there's like, it must just be too many people trying to make anime studios because it's bigger. It's getting bigger. But then like, they can't afford to make good shows. But they can't afford to not make any shows at all. What the fuck? How did I do that? Anyways, yeah.
Proud of you.
So, because of the system of capitalism, a studio can't make nothing for a season. You know?
Yeah.
They have to keep making. But then they make mediocre shows because it's all they can afford. So they're not going to make enough money to be able to afford to make a good show. They just have to keep putting out mediocre shows forever because they can't put out nothing, you know? They can't take a break for a season and work on something really hard and put all this effort into it. So you get all these new studios popping up just making mediocre bullshit forever, and they can't do anything about it.
Every studio is making like 2 or 3 shows every season. You're just like,
That's my
why?
theory.
Focus all your efforts on something not garbage. Yeah.
Quite unfortunate.
I
We've been
do-
watching some of the
Oh
simuldubs.
man, we watched the simuldub of Juni Tyson.
Yeah.
It's so dumb.
I mean, I feel like I'm enjoying the show significantly more because it's dubbed and we don't have to pay that much attention to it.
We can just tune out
like,
when we want to.
yeah, if it were subbed, I would just be zoning out and I wouldn't care, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Because the dialogue wouldn't
Is not
it's not great or interesting, so like you just zone out and be like, all right, whatever.
Exactly.
So it's easier to watch stuff that isn't really great when
As a
it like
dub.
when it's dubbed and you don't have to pay enough like too much attention to it.
Yeah, I almost feel like Garo would benefit from a dub.
Probably, yeah.
Because then you could, when nothing is happening, you just zone out, and then when cool motorcycle stuff starts happening, you tune back in.
Yeah. Maybe we're finding the true appeal of dubs. You know?
In that you can passively watch
Yeah,
a
passively
mediocre
watching.
anime.
I realized that when you're getting your tattoo and the girl was like, yeah, I want to watch anime, but I am, you know,
She's
I get home and I
multitasking.
draw, and I have to watch something where I can draw at the same time, so I can't read subtitles. And I'm like, yep, that confirms why I guess dubs are worth having around, because it's better to have, I guess I'd rather people be consuming the story in some form than not consuming anything at all, you know, if it's a good story.
Yeah.
Like if you can't watch Gurren Lagann because you're too passionate of an artist to take a day where you don't draw anything, I'd rather you kind of half watch Gurren Lagann with a dub than not watch Gurren Lagann at all, you know?
Yeah. Well, I mean, when I first watched Gurren Lagann. It was the dub on Sci-Fi, so
Wow,
you know.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why you didn't like it as much. I didn't know you only watched it dubbed.
Cause I was like a kid.
And that's why you think his name is Simone and not Simon. Because dubs are fucking retarded.
I'm pretty sure they don't say Simon in the Japanese.
Yeah, but that's because they're Japanese and they can't say English words, you know?
They're Japanese.
It's not fucking spelled Shimon. It's just Simon. It's not a Japanese name, you know? It should just be pronounced phonetically and not retardedly.
Like
you know?
Juan.
It's dumb. They shouldn't have gave him a weird name that Japanese people can't pronounce in the first place.
This is true.
It's like fucking if they had a character, like if there is a show that takes place in Japan and there's a white guy in the anime, you know, and his name is Chris, so the Japanese dub, they say Kurisu because they can't say Chris in Japanese, and then they dubbed it and they called the character Kurisu, and it's like, his name isn't Kurisu, his name is fucking Chris. It's an English name. If you're dubbing it, just call him Chris. It doesn't make any fucking sense to call him Kurisu when his name is Chris. There's funny stuff with the dub of what's it called? The fucking Zodiac guy's anime that we're watching, that we were just talking, Judy Tyson, where it's like the guy's name, like Nezumi, they called the rat guy Nezumi because that's his name, but in
That's
Japanese
his name.
that's just rat. Like you could translate that and just call the character rat and it would sound better
But
because
then
it
you're
wouldn't sound
saying-
stupid.
But then you'd
you
be
know?
saying Warrior of the Rat. That doesn't flow.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, it does probably help the flow and it helps the syllable count because it can't really replace the syllable count.
Yeah.
But it is kind of just like, well, his name is just like the name of an animal.
Oh
Stupid.
shit.
The
A
Dark Souls Dragon!
He's flying on a swaggin' dragon, Victor.
I love that everyone on the internet has been referring to this as the Dark Souls Dragon because it is.
The Dark Souls dragon.
And because you go into this level and it's just like in this Dark Souls place.
It is, yeah.
That's where I think this game is heavily influenced by a bunch of other games, like Sonic Adventure 2 and Dark Souls for some reason. I don't know why Dark Souls.
God damn.
The dragon doesn't look particularly Dark Souls because it's kind of generic, but when you get to the level, it's like, okay, this is Dark Souls.
How did Bowser manage
There he
to
goes.
coerce a dragon to work with him?
I don't know. I don't know what Bowser gave to the dragon to get him on his side.
Crumbledon. Cool.
Ruin Kingdom. Crumbledon. See, like this, that's pretty Dark Souls.
Yeah.
That's very Dark Souls.
It's dope.
It's
That's what
fucking
it is.
sick, yeah. It feels completely out of place. There's like all these swords in the ground.
Swords laying
like,
around.
This is Dark Souls.
That's
I don't know
amazing.
why. I do think they were just like, let's just put all these, let's do all of the things that we can't do with Mario's art style just for the sake of doing it, you know? Just to have fun.
This is a pretty fucking dope level design.
Because this
though.
just does not, you know, it doesn't work with Mario at all, but it looks awesome and it's super cool.
Yeah, it's pretty
Yeah.
swag.
I do wish it were an entire level, but it's just like a road to a boss. And then the boss is pretty stupid.
Aw,
It's the dragon, but it's just a dumb fight.
flying on a dragon.
It's a pretty basic interpretation of how Mario would fight a dragon.
But hey, it is an interpretation of how Mario would fight a dragon at all, so,
Yeah, so, you know,
it could be worse.
small miracles.
That's right, baby steps.
Baby steps, yeah. Do. We'll probably end this episode pretty soon, because I'm gonna have to go soon.
Yeah, it's getting up on that time.
We'll hit the timer. I have a timer set for 3:50, because that's when I'm gonna have to start getting ready.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be like real
Yeah,
soon.
it's in like a couple minutes, so.
It's okay, because this will be a full
I'm
episode,
gonna go
so
up
we'll be
here.
alright.
Yeah,
We'll
well,
have a
let's
couple
just,
days.
yeah, we'll end it right now.
We'll have a couple days
We're good.
of
We'll
check
end it
that
on this
shit
Discord
out.
view, and then we'll do
Check
like
it
a-
out. Check it out.
No, shit, how do I go into that?
You try and take a picture?
There we go. What's the song we can do?
What?
Oh, can you see?
you already did that.
I know. It's a fucking dope view though.
It's great.
Like,
It's pretty fucking
sick.
cool.
It makes you feel like you're going to do something a lot cool. Like you see the tower in the distance, you're like, man, maybe this will be like an awesome gauntlet tower to a boss, and then it's not at all. But it's fine enough. How do I take a picture? Oh, I hit the picture button. Of course.
I hit the picture button.
Nice.
Well, you know, it's
Fucking
intuitive.
dope. All the bats all fucking flying around.
Rabies.
Sick. How do I do filters?
Ooh,
Oh, change
left
filters.
and right.
Blur 2. Sepia. That kind of ruins the aesthetic of this place. Black and white. Not bad. Not too bad. Kind of, you know, berserky vibe now. I'll take a picture of that.
I'll take a picture. Oh.
I wish I could, like, I could stay zoomed out, but, like, use a different lens that doesn't have as much, that's not as wide, you know?
Yeah.
Huh. Not what I wanted, but
Not what
close.
I wanted.
Hypercolor. This is disturbing.
Ooh.
Whoa, cool. That would be cool if the moon were still there. That's a neat filter, though. Oh god, cartoon. It's already a fucking cartoon. Take a picture of that too. This is dope. Illustration.
Illustration.
There's a lot of fucking filters here. Oil painting, that's fun. Pencil sketch, neat. Whoa, line drawing.
Nice.
NES. Oh god, that looks like a clusterfuck.
Game
Game
Boy.
Boy.
Oh god.
Hashtag art too detailed for the NES.
True.
I'd love to play the game in the Super NES mode. That'd be fun. How do I change my lens? I want to change my lens. I guess you can't. Logo. Yeah, great.
Yeah.
why would I
Move
want
that
that?
boy around.
Alright guys, that's it. I'm gonna change my input so I can turn the recording off. Next time on DigiBros, I'll probably, who knows, I'm gonna be so busy when I start working on this film, it's gonna be insane. Not the film I'm doing right now, but the next film. See you guys.